Hi 4K friends, my name is Mrs. Bauman from Forest Ridge. Now, it is winter. Do you know what happens in winter? What happens in winter? You're right, it snows and it gets pretty cold outside, right? Well, the exciting news is that we're gonna come back to school in a couple of weeks. And when we come back to school, we still, even though it's cold out, we will still have our recess time. Now, can we go outside for recess in our t-shirts? No. What about in our tennis shoes? Can we go out in the snow in our tennis shoes? No. So today, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. We are going to talk about how we get ready for recess time in winter, especially when there's snow on the ground. So friends, I'm going to talk about what we need today. Now, you have a lot of snow gear at home, right? That keeps you warm. Let's talk about what that snow gear might look like. What's the very first thing we might need? What do you think we'll need? We might need our snow pants and, of course, our jackets to keep us warm. We need snow boots, especially if there's snow on the ground. And we also need our hat and gloves or mittens, okay? Those are all the things we need. Now, when you pack those things for school, you can pack them in a separate bag so that you don't lose any of your things. It's really hard to fit all those things in your backpack, and sometimes when we try to squeeze them in our backpack, they tend to get lost. So make sure you or an adult put them in a separate bag that you can carry along to school with you, especially on recess days, okay? All right, now let's talk about what way we're gonna put all those things on. Well, when I have my bag of stuff and it's time to go outside for recess, I'm going to find a spot where I can spread my stuff out. Maybe that's going to be by my locker, in my classroom, or in the hallway, or maybe I'm gonna find a new spot, like somewhere else in the classroom where nobody else is. Especially if I take my time and I really have a hard time putting my stuff on, I might wanna find a new spot in the classroom to put my stuff on, okay? So let's talk about the way we're gonna put those on. What do you think is the first thing we are going to put on? What's the first thing? I would put my snow pants on first, okay? So I would take off my regular shoes and I would put my snow pants on. That is always the first thing I put on, my snow pants. After I put my snow pants on, then what do you think I'm gonna put on? What goes on your feet? I'm gonna put my snow boots on, that's right. After I put my snow pants, then comes my boots. Snow pants, then boots. After I put my snow pants on and my boots on, what do you think is gonna come next? My jacket. My jacket or my coat. Now, do you think your jacket or your coat, are you just gonna put it on, or what else do you have to do? You have to zip it up. You have to zip up your coat so we stay warm. So I'm gonna talk more about how to put on your jacket and how to zip it up in a little bit. So I put on my snow pants, then my boots, then my coat. What comes after snow pants, boots, then coat? What do you think? What's gonna go on my head? My hat. That's right, my winter hat is gonna go on my head. So I have my snow pants, my boots, my jacket, my hat. What do you think is gonna come last? What's gonna come last? Your gloves or your mittens. The reason we save our gloves or our mittens for last is because it's really hard to do things with our gloves or our mittens on. Like, we can't zip our jacket after we have gloves or mittens, right? We can't zip our backpack after our gloves and mittens. We can't even put on our snow pants or our boots with our gloves and mittens. So that's why we always save our gloves and our mittens for last. Now, sometimes you will be going outside at the end of the day. Okay, and your teacher will want you to bring your backpack with, so your backpack will come very last if your teacher wants you to bring it, okay? Now, I have a song to help us remember how to put our stuff on. It goes like this. Snow pants first, then your boots, put your coat on, zip it up, next your hat, then your gloves, now we are all ready to go play, Good. So now that we know how to put our stuff on, let's watch how I put my stuff on to go outside in the snow. All right, so my teacher says that it's time to get ready for recess time. I took all my stuff and I spread them out on the floor. So like I said, this can be by your locker or it can be out in a different spot where there's room. Now the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take off your regular shoes. I already did that. So you're going to take off your regular shoes. After you take off your regular shoes, what was the first thing we have to put on? Who remembers? Snow pants. That's right. I need to put my snow pants on. So I open up my snow pants and I step inside. So I can do this while standing like this, or I can do it on the ground. I can sit down if I have a hard time balancing, okay? So I put my snow pants on. What's the next thing I need to do? Okay, I need to make sure it's buttons, right? And it's zipped. All right, and sometimes snow pants go over us too. So you check to see what kind of snow pants you have. All right, I put on my snow pants. What do you think is going to come next? Who remembers? Snow pants first, then your boots, then your boots. Watch how I put on my boots. Now my boots have ties. Hopefully yours won't have ties. Hopefully yours will just have Velcro, so it'll be a little bit easier. What you're going to do is you're going to spread it out as far as you can. You're going to stick your foot in and you're going to pull up, okay? Now I have ties, so I'm going to tie mine closed, but you probably have Velcro, so it'll be much easier than Mrs. Bauman's. All right, I did one boot, and here comes the next boot. I'm going to spread it out, put my foot in, and pull as hard as I can. Now, if it gets stuck, I can also step on it like this and put all my weight, and sometimes we get it in there. And I'm gonna tie it up, or you will probably just close your boots. All right, my boots are on and I am ready. So I have my snow pants and my boots. What is going to come next? Snow pants first, then your boots, then your boots. Put your coat on, put your coat on. All right, let's watch how I put my coat on. Putting on our coat can be one of the hardest parts about getting ready for recess time. There's lots of tricks we can learn about how to put on our coat. Let me show you a few of those. One of the ways I like to do it is called the hood trick. So you're gonna take the hood of your jacket if you have one, and you're gonna put it on your head, okay? After you have your hood on your head, you're going to take your arms and you're going to reach to see if you can find your arms. After you put your arms in, then it'll be time to zip, okay? Now if your jacket doesn't have a hood, or maybe you want to try a different way, you can also do something called the flip trick. This is a fun one, but you also have to make sure there's room all around you, okay? Because this one you need a lot of room for, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to turn your jacket around and you're going to get your hood up. What you're going to do is you're going to lay your jacket down and you're going to make sure your hood is by your feet. Let me back up so you can see this. Okay, so I'm going to lay it down and put the hood by my feet, okay? Now, I see the holes of my arms, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands inside the holes for my arms. I'm going to reach down, put my hands in the holes, and this is where the fun part comes in. I'm going to take my arms, I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to put on my jacket. That's called the flip trick, okay? The other way you can put on your jacket is you can just hold it up like this, take one arm and put it in the hole, wrap it around, and put your other arm in, okay? Now something that's really important to remember is that sometimes when you see your jacket, it's going to be inside out. So the arms are going to be on the wrong side. What you're going to do is you're going to take your hand, put it inside, and pull out. Okay, let's watch that again on the side. I see the hole, I put my arm in, put my hand all the way through, grab, and pull it through, okay? All right, and then I can use one of my tricks to put my jacket on, okay? All right, I put on my snow pants and my boots and my jacket. What comes next? Snow pants first, then my boots, Put your coat on, put your coat on. Zip it up, zip it up. So let's talk about how to zip your jacket, because again, this is one of the trickiest parts. We need our strong finger muscles for this. What you're going to do is first look at this side, okay? You need to make sure that the station is ready. That's what we call it. We're gonna pretend that zipping is like a train, okay? We have to make sure our station is ready. That means that this has to be all the way at the bottom. Oh, I make sure my station is ready, okay? And then I put the train in the station. Here's my train. I'm going to put it inside the station. Okay, and I might hear it click. When my train is in the station, then it's time to go up. Okay, my train is gonna move on the tracks. Now my fingers need to hold down the bottom, and this hand needs to pull it up, okay? I'm gonna pull it all the way up. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Good. All right. I put on my snow pants. I put on my boots. I put on my jacket. I zipped it up. What comes next? Snow pants first, then my boots, then my boots. Put your coat on, put your coat on. Zip it up, zip it up. Hat is next, hat is next. There, I put my hat on. What's gonna come last? What's that thing we talked about that we always wanna do very, very last? Our gloves or our mittens, that's right. All right, so I'm gonna put my gloves and my mittens on. And now what am I ready for? I'm ready for recess time in the snow. It will be so much fun. Let's sing our Snow Gear song one more time so that we remember exactly how to put on our stuff. Help me, and then it's gonna be your turn. Snow pants first, then your boots, then your boots. Put your coat on, put your coat on. Zip it up, zip it up. Hat is next, hat is next. Gloves on last, gloves on last. Now we are all ready, now we are all ready to go play, to go play. Go. Now it's gonna be your turn. I want you to pretend that it's snowing just like this. And I want you to put all your snow stuff on. Remember our song, try to put everything in on the right order, okay? All right, good luck, see you later.